All right, I guess we are live for another Tree Chatter Episode 5. I am going to, ain't nobody out there, but I'm going to play this song for you guys. I'm going to try. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Da-da-da-da-da. Where's the share button? I'm just going to play a little bit of screen share. Here we go. Hope I don't screw something up here, but here we go. We click on the screen share and then we go to the page, right? TR?
Yeah. Go ahead and have it ready to start. And then you go over and hit the screen share. And then when it does that, then you'll have to flip back over and open it up.
Then I hit share and then open it up, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Nope, that's the wrong one. All right. Michele Barton. She's Michele Barton Thomas. She's a sub of mine. And she writes her own songs and stuff. And this one is just, I'm just going to do a little bit of clip on it because I put a link to it if anybody wants to see it. So here we go.
When you're the left.
Oh, come on now.
You can be an ass and tweet something so crass when you're the left. When you're the left, you don't have to be nice and you never pay a price. And nothing that you think goes unexpressed. When you're the left, you claim you take the high road, but you're shitting out a truckload of your vile words into the universe. You're nothing but a bunch of liars singing in Saint's choir, being used as a tool for the worst.
Okay. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
I love it.
Yeah. You got, like I said, I got a link, when the video comes out, the link will be down. All right, stop sharing. Okay, let me get everything back on order here. Yeah, she writes all her own songs and stuff, most of them, and she really, I thought it was a cute little tune,
Yeah.
And I got something else I want to share with you guys. I know you're going to like this one. All right, hit screen share. Share.
I believe if you can't say something nice about somebody, you must be talking about Hillary Clinton.
There you go. There's your sign. I was watching Redneck Country, whatever they call it, Redneck Country Tour, whatever it was, with all four of those guys. And I come across that at the end. I said, I'm going to put that on the chat tonight.
Yeah, I saw that link or that Michele Barton link in your description, and I went and checked that out. That song is just absolutely true. Every word in it. She did a really good job on it. I think so. Y'all ought to go check that out if you can.
Yeah, she does some good stuff, and it's like a lot of it's like that homespun type stuff, and she just, her and her guitar usually. I don't think I've ever heard anything that with a big background or anything. It's just usually her picking her. She's from Illinois. Okay, well, we got a few out there. Daniel's my God is my judge. MCK, Papa's Place. Hey, Les. Of course, Rich 1911, TR Prepper. We ain't got much. I thought like Rich says, I thought I'd give a little structure to the chat tonight. That's the reason why I did those two clips. Rich is always looking for structure. Oh, we got Dan the Firearm Guy. Dan the Firearm Guy, Rich 1911 or 223 on the screen tonight. And of course, TR Prepper and I'll let them do all their outros and stuff at the end. You guys got anything special you want to talk about tonight?
No, it's just other than it's. I don't think it stopped raining for 40 days and 40 nights here in the South.
Well, we need some rain here. We're supposed to get some tonight. Boy, it's been hotter than a pistol up here. Good Lord, and humid.
Yeah, I kind of seen a news article. It was on the front page of the news. It was like the drought's officially over, and I was like, we were still technically in a drought. It ain't stopped raining in a month.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
damn. It was threatening to. They was worried about it. They was doing evacuations in North Carolina around this dam. They was worried about it because it was overflowing, and we've gotten pounded here lately.
Was it Maryland that had that big flood up through there?
Mm-hmm.
Maryland or somewhere up in there?
Yeah, man. North Carolina and Tennessee's been having landslides. It's been pretty bad.
Mm.
Well, the problem is we've had a lot of rain, and then that tropical storm come up through, and then just dump more on top of it, you know. So
we had a few days of rain. We had a little bit yesterday, but nothing real drastic. But man, it's just been humidity and hot. Supposed to get down to the 70s this weekend, I guess. Supposed to get some rain this weekend, I guess. So, well, Rosette, go ahead.
Did you guys? I'm sure you did. For those who are on Facebook, did you guys hear that speech? His name's Mark Keith Williams. He's that big dude in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Black guy.
Yeah, black guy, big dude, who had an incredible speech. I mean, he said what the rest of us were thinking or wanted to say, or he just hit every single word right on target. Just so well spoken. You guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's been all over Facebook for a month now.
Yeah. That thing really went viral. And I think he was on NRA TV and a couple other places, and he said he had no clue that would take off the way it did and how many people would share it. Like, you know, he just went there to speak at a meeting, and it really went viral.
Yeah, I think he's even like you said, I think he's gotten invited to a lot of other speaking events, you know, people wanting them to speak out for, you know, at events and what have you.
Yeah. He's really interesting. He was a Coda Boy 32 was at a rally, and he was at that, and Coda Boy had done some, you know, had spoken with him, and he had done another speech at that rally. And he's a really, really interesting guy. I'd love to sit down and talk to him.
I'd like to see him, get him for the rally we're having here in Michigan, June 20th. The Second Amendment Foundation's coming in over to Lansing. The way they're listing it on Facebook, they're expecting a big crowd. I guess if everybody comes, it says they're going to be there, or maybe be there. It's like 5,000 or 6,000 or something. Last number I knew about.
You know, Trees, I'm trying to speak at that, and I basically have to apply to get a speaking gig at that rally. And I don't know if they're in the vetting process with me now, but I talked to a couple guys and mentioned to them, hey, I want to speak at that rally, and they brought it up at the board and all this, and they, you know, I'm still waiting to hear back. So, but to finish up on that, Mark Robinson, I made contact with him, and I made contact through Facebook and told him I'm going to be in Greensboro. I'd like to meet up with him. And he was like, sure, let's meet up. No problem. And so I said, okay. So that's something I'm looking forward to featuring.
Oh, cool. Are you going to go to the rally June 20th?
Yeah.
All right, let's plan on it then, because I already put in for that day off. It's on a Wednesday.
Yeah, that works well because of the timing. And I remember whether it was last year or the year before, it was in the winter on a weekday that wasn't going to work so hot for me, and this one should. If they let me, I really want to speak at it.
I went to that one in the winter. I think it was like in a February. Man, it was a cold, windy, nasty day, snowing. It was a miserable day.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I think I put a video up on some highlights of it, if I remember right. I know I did the one that you spoke at, the first one you and I went to.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we had the one in November. Then we had, about 3 weeks ago, there was one. I had no idea. I had no idea there was a rally. I wouldn't have been able to make it anyways, but I ran into some people that said, "Hey, how come you weren't at that rally?" And I'm like, I didn't know there was a rally. What are you talking about? I said, we had a rally. I'm like, well, somebody didn't promote it very well. Either that or I'm not connected very well because I didn't know of it.
Well, Michigan Open Carry had one here a couple months ago. I knew they had it.
I think that's the one I was at. Yeah, I was at that one. I remember you couldn't make that.
Okay.
That was a good one. That was on the same day when they had all those kids rallying. Our rally went from like 3 to 5. We were like 2 to 5. They were like 10 to noon. I guess they had a lot more people, but we had news coverage and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know when I went to that Second Amendment Foundation one there that winter, because it was right after the one that you and I went to.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget, it was on a weekend. I think it was on a weekend. Anyway, it was a miserable day. I like froze my cojones off out there on that one. Pops Quest and BEM Tactical joined us. Pops, if you want to link, let me know. But
you'll just let anybody on this chat now, won't you?
Oh yeah.
Why not?
He lowered the bar pretty low and lets me and you on here, Rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, TR, you and Dan's been with me from day one, so I can't get rid of you two.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how hard I try, I can't get rid of you two.
Darn, he had a sure thing. He said, well, I know TR do it. He's in everybody's chats.
Yeah, I know I got at least one. I called TR. Yeah, I think you only missed one since I've been doing them. One night you had a date. Had to put the chickie before us. That was pretty low, but I forgive you for that.
Yeah, TR, now he can add a Jeopardy champion to his chat list accomplishments. There you go.
I was on a roll.
Yeah.
Was that on your chat, Rich?
Yeah.
That was fun. I enjoy those.
I remember watching one. I didn't see the latest. You guys notice that there just aren't that many people making videos these days.
Summertime.
It's kind of dropped off, yeah.
I go to my subscriptions and there's not too many being made.
Oh, geez, my feed's full every morning. I get up.
Well, I see a lot of videos. I just have to, not trying to, by no means judging anybody's videos. I'm just seeing a lot of stuff I'm not necessarily greatly interested in.
Yeah.
Well, that's it with me. Some of the ones I get, it's just like I'll go in and click on it and give them, a view, and then I back out of it if it's not to my interest.
Yeah.
I've gone to quite a bit less content being put out. I'm having a creative slump. So I don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, yep, that happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just fight the camera, you know. It's like I've got an idea, I've got something I want to say, but for some reason you just don't want to get out there and do it. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I just like, you know, sometimes I just fight the camera.
Yeah, I've shot many videos that I've gone back. I come back in the house or whatever and review it, look at it, and it's like, I don't even find that interesting, or I don't even like it. You know.
I've actually taken. Well, I usually take a camera with me at the range all the time, and sometimes I don't even get it out. I just concentrate on my training. Just don't even worry about it.
I'm going to screen share something just real quick, if you don't mind, Don. And this, I think, might be one of the dumbest comments I've ever had on a video. I'm just going to try to show you guys this if I can. Let's see. Percent. All right, can y'all see that? This Rod Stallone, and this was on a video. I had an M&P 45 compact and the Glock 30 SF. And here's his comment: Glock 30 SF, it kills barking dogs, period. And I don't know. So I just replied, quite possibly the dumbest comment ever. Thanks for watching. But I don't know. I've been meeting people like this, actually in real life, and then this guy shows up on his comment on a 2 or 3 year old video that I've done or whatever. And but I've actually met some people that they kind of talk like this in real life, and I'm just over it. It's like, what the hell, you know? I don't know. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Is that the first time you've seen him?
Yeah, never seen him before. Well, maybe he has commented before, but I don't remember if he has.
Sounds like they almost implying like he has just recently shot a dog with that kind of gun.
Or something. Yeah, Bikes and Bullets out there says, well, the first problem, his name was Rod. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pops, catch me offside, yo. Nice.
I got an interesting chat yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday morning. And I don't know if he's referring to a certain individual, but it was on my last video I did with the knife that I got. And in it says, Jerry Keefe is looking for you, and he used the C word. C-U-N, finish it up if you want to.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought, wow, you know, but I thought, okay. So I just put in there, thanks for stopping by.
So it was somebody you had not recognized who said that?
No, I clicked on it, and he don't have any videos. He's only got like 5 subs, I think. Or I've seen his name. Seems like, I want to say in TR's chat or Rich's chat or something. I've seen the icon looks familiar, but I'm not going to say it's the same one. But that was all he said. Jerry Keefe's looking for you. C-U-N bank. So, okay. Well, thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get into
Jerry Keefe's such a badass. That would scare everybody, I'm sure.
but there has not been a Jerry sighting, has there? That I haven't.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Well, that's not even the individual's name that I'm thinking about, unless he misspelled it. But I don't know why he'd be wanting to get a hold of me. But he's got my phone. He's got my phone number, my address. So if it is the one I think it is, not that I've ever said anything bad about him. So
I have.
Well, a few of you have, yeah, but I've tried to stay neutral on it because I wasn't there. So
well, we all did for a long time. It was just eventually I had to stop. I think I eventually pulled that video down or made it private or something. It's like, I just going over some videos one day, and it's like, let me put that on private. Nobody needs to be seeing that now. I've stumbled across it by accident,
You know what I liked about that video, TR, is that you were going off on this rant, and it was a good rant. And then out of nowhere, you'd be like, yeah, got some traffic here. Yeah, it's a little backed up over here. And then you go right back into the rant. Crack me up. That was pretty cool.
Thank you. I cracked myself up.
That's the only videos I like to put out is the ones where I crack myself up, and then it's like, well, at least I laugh, so it doesn't really matter if anybody else thinks it's funny.
If there's one thing about making YouTube videos, is most of the times I'm smiling or chuckling or something. I actually enjoy making videos and having fun, and I want it to be fun. I at least think it's funny anyway. Or fun.
Pops says some other guys got that evidently in their comments too.
Okay.
So it must be he's the one they're talking about. But like I said, I've never said one thing one way or the other because, like I said, I wasn't there.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, and that obviously it probably is something to do with him. He would probably be best to not be throwing out threats, you know, especially in words written out on the internet. It's might not have a good outcome for him.
What's the old saying? Go guilt by association.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can happen, and I don't participate in any of this kind of stuff, but I've seen other channels get involved in like drama stuff, and there is a lot of crap that can go on when you start getting into that shit. There's no way I would ever be involved in anything like that, but there's people that do, and they do some just bizarre stuff. I don't think anybody really wants to open that door.
They seem to. Some people seem to thrive on it.
Yeah,
absolutely. Some people, it's just like, it's. I mean, it's like well, they kind of know each other, but I mean, but just trolls in general, they thrive off they want you to reply and get mad and start, you know, typing back the answers and stuff. Most of the time I don't say anything, or I say something, what was it, say, rhetorical. I just make a smart comment, maybe, you know.
Well, that's why
nothing else. Well, thanks for watching.
That's what I did on him. Thanks for coming by, you know. But I know Iraqi veteran 888 was in a PN match with who was he in a PN match with? I want to say Yankee Marshall or something here a while back. They got the PN match. But you know, it's get into that crap. Now there's a big PN match with the NRA. Tim from Military Arms Channel and bunch of them guys all went down to I guess the NRA show as a protest, you know, what they're doing and stuff, which that's fine. And I understand that, you know, but teach his own, you know.
Well, he could reach more people by making a video than he'll ever do live at a protest. I mean, those are like that. I mean, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know why he was doing it, but to go all the way down there to protest when you're already having protests from the opposition because they were down there. I mean, I guess maybe it was just to bring awareness to what they've been doing. You know,
I think that's all it is. Like he said, he's a life member. He's going to remain a life member, but he just wants them to know that what they're doing, you know, saying, look into the bump stock and all that crap, that all this stuff is wrong from to get back the way the NRA used to be and strictly a fighting for our rights, not trying to compromise with some of them.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I let my membership lapse. I'll probably join again, especially now that Oliver North is the president. But I'm just in no hurry. I was upset from day one when I found out they told Trump they would not fight a bump stock ban.
Yeah. I let my membership lapse 2 or 3 years ago, and I still get phone calls 2 or 3 times a month with them begging for money, and it just gets on my nerves. I get enough crap like that, and so
if there's one thing I hate about the NRA is getting that letter wanting money every month or two, or hey, you go ahead and renew your membership. I just renewed it 2 months ago. Why are you sending me? You would save so many millions of dollars in mail and a couple of forests if you quit sending these out every however. It may not be quite that bad, but it seems like it is.
Oh, and they say, well, Wayne LaPierre wanted me to contact you to let you know. I was like, Wayne LaPierre doesn't know who I am, nor does he much care who I am.
I still get letters from them, but I put a stop to the phone calls. They call me always wanting me to donate. I said, look, let me tell you something. I said, I'll donate when I want to. I'm on a fixed income, and I'm not just shelling out money every time you call. I said, if I want to make a donation, I get your envelope, I'll send you a donation, period. I never got another phone call from them.
Huh. Well, it hadn't worked for me.
Those are third-party people. They don't even work for the NRA. They're hired by the NRA to do that. They're not even members themselves, most likely.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably hired out from India or something.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I had trouble with now that you mentioned India, with Norton virus. I lost it and I couldn't get it back up. So I made a call and I'm talking to this guy. Where are you at? Because I knew he had broken accent or broken English, whatever you're going to pronounce it. He said, I'm in India. I said, oh, Jesus. So here I am talking to a guy in India, had to give him my computer for him to fix the problem. Oh.
I'll never give my credit card to somebody in India.
Oh, no.
Because a lot of the banks and you call up with an issue that you're having. They say, okay, dog, give your credit card information. I'm like, you got to be out of your mind. You're in India and you want me to give you... and I say, you know what? I can't understand. You transfer me to somebody in the United States. They're supposed to do that, and they do.
Huh.
I know. I got one time a call from the bank, and they said, is this Don such and such? I said, yes, it is. Well, this is such and such bank. We're calling about a credit card. I said, okay, can we have your social security number so we can verify? I said, no, you're calling me. You got my account. You got my social security number. I'm not giving it to you over the phone. Well, we need it to verify. I said, you ain't verifying nothing. I'll talk to you later. Click.
Yeah.
We might want to be careful with all this talking about other nationalities and stuff. There's no telling when YouTube might decide we're going to get blacklisted for these racist comments and whatnot.
I know.
I'm not down. I'm not running them down. I'm just thinking, ridiculous that you can't talk to American anymore when you call on something.
Yeah. Well, it might be construed as a joke or something, so we got to be careful.
Well, it is, but we don't care.
Well, I know
what are they going to do?
And I've seen other banks and credit card companies and what have you. For everything I've seen and who I deal with, they have told me, through emails or whatever else, that they would never ask for your social security number. So if anybody asks for your social security number, it should throw a red flag in your head right off the bat. Yeah. This is a scam. It's not real. The bank would not call me asking me for my social security number. Like you said, Don, they already got it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I keep getting a voicemail. This is such and such, and you have a warrant out for your arrest, blah, 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 and all this stuff. One day okay, I'm going to keep this thing. And I run over here to the local police department. They said it's a scam. I said, well, I figured it was, but I just wanted to make sure because I know I ain't done get a warrant or anything. And I keep getting this same blame number, They keep calling. If you don't respond in such time, this warrant will be whatever, validated or however they do that crap. So I just hang it up, delete it, and now I've got it put on my do not receive list or whatever you call that thing on your phone.
Pop Social it's awful close to that song, but just a little bit different. I think I can remember that one. 867530909.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, we got people come into the station, actually come into the filling station where I work, and they will not put their cards in the card readers on the pumps. They bring them right to the window, and we scan them right there in front of them. They just don't trust the pumps.
Oh, I don't do that either, man. You can't trust them. They'll like hold $150 sometimes. Some of the pumps will, and it could cause you problems in your account. I've noticed that. Plus, one thing for me, like if you do that, and for me, when I got to keep, I don't do the best with money. So I've got to keep track. Like if I spend money, I want it to be out of my account as quickly as possible so I can keep checking and all that and keep up with what's going on, because I'm just ridiculous with money. But if you do it at the pump, oftentimes it'll be several days before it goes through, and then they hold back like a certain amount sometimes when you just go into it.
They do that. I know our pumps, I think it's MasterCard, you have to have at least $100 available before it'll even approve the card at the pump. And I think Visa 75 or vice versa. People come in there, my card ain't working. I said, just give me your card and I'll run it through here. So I run it through there and it goes, because, there's no problem with it. But the pumps, and if they pump in a wrong zip code, it'll automatically decline their card next time they try to use it. And, like back to back, if first time it declines it because of the zip code, then they run it again, and I look on the thing. Well, this guy's going to be up here in a minute. Sure enough, how come I won't take my card? I said, well, you punched in the wrong zip code, and it's a fail safe that nobody's using your card.
Yeah.
Well, we seem to have some interest. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, first time I seen that, it kind of caught me off guard, but then it did make sense. It's okay, especially if you're out of state. Because I know a lot of the trips I was making to Tennessee, a lot of the pumps out there on the interstate, you'd have to put your Social Security, zip code in there. And it kind of made sense. It's like, okay, could make sure somebody ain't got a stolen card.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There seems to be some interest out there in the side chat about, and I know you talked about it a little bit the other night, TR, but we'll go ahead and touch on it a little bit, see what you guys want to do with it, about the Roseanne Barr thing. And mentioned somebody else, Samantha something, but I hadn't heard that one.
Oh, that's a new one that came out. She was talking about Ivana.
Oh, okay. She's the one that was calling her blah, blah, blah and all that stuff. Okay. Yeah. I remember seeing that on Fox this evening then.
Yeah.
This might be a good time to bring out that lady's song again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It totally fits.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care at all about Roseanne and her show. I didn't watch it. But the hypocrisy of the left to just automatically cancel her show, and then all these other people are news anchors and this and that and comedians and just blatantly ugly. To make it nice and clean, I'll just say they're ugly comments that they make to the president, first lady, daughter. I mean, it's just ridiculous what they get away with.
Oh, yeah. Especially Jimmy Fallon or whatever his name is, and that other clown that's on there.
Kimmel.
Those guys are such jerks. I can't even stomach them. They're jerks.
Yeah, I have never watched any of those shows. Those guys.
I don't watch the shows. I just catch them on like the news reporting that Jimmy Kimmel or whatever his name is said they show a clip of it, and it ain't funny to me. Everybody else is rolling on the floor with it, but
I think a lot of that laughter's dubbed in.
It could be.
Oh, probably so. My opinion, I mean, they've just pretty much worked to just wipe out Roseanne Barr, and she spent 40 years with nothing but liberal crap oozing out of her mouth the whole time. And then she makes one misstatement, which granted it was like probably one of the dumbest things you could do in today's environment on social media. But one statement, and it's like, well, we've just discarded her from she no longer fits in our clique. It's bizarre to me.
And it's all because she said some nice things about Trump.
Yeah.
They were supposedly, I'm not for certain, but they were like respectful to each other for a while. And she even said, I'm supporting him. He's always treated me well and blah, blah, blah. And so now she's sleeping with the enemy, according to those blowhards. And that's all it takes. It's the way these people are. You can't talk with them. You don't want to.
There's no logic or reason or intelligence. It's just like it's the whole that disorder, the TARD or whatever, Trump hatred syndrome. I can't even think of what the acronym stands for anymore, but it's just they are still ate up with it. They can't get over that he is the president, and that's how it is. It's the reality.
But you know what's interesting? And we know that every poll had him down by 6 to 9 points, and yet he still won. And when a lot of the feedback came back to, the pollsters or whatever, they said these voters did not care what you people were saying. They didn't care. They saw through your nonsense. And so what do? They double down. And they continue and still do it. And the average American voter, whether they, I don't care if you like Trump. I don't want a nice guy who's scripted running the country. I want somebody who's going to tell it like it is. I want somebody that's going to be strong. I don't have to like him.
No.
I do like him, but I don't know what these people like. They had this love affair with Obama, and once that ended, they're all worried about emotions and feelings and who do you like and how do they make you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to care about this?
Yeah. Speaking of Obama, I guess he's put out a book now, and he made a comment, and my head almost exploded today. I just looked at the headline. I didn't read into it, but his comment was he thinks that, it caught him off guard that that people might actually elect Trump. And then he makes a statement like, I think I was 10 or 20 years too early. I mean, he's still doing everything he can to keep feeding the divisiveness and this the whole, it started with him, all of this. Racism was doing a lot better as far as we were. And I think I still don't think that racism is near the problem that the media tries to portray it, especially in the South. We don't have these issues like they keep saying that we do. Like, there's no race riots or wars going on. Now, there may be some riots that are done by these social justice warriors and crap like that, but they are the only ones that are doing this stuff. And it's all because of Obama. And he keeps on feeding that. He's not going to let it go. And now he's got Netflix. I guess he's going to keep pursuing that agenda and be out there in the media. And these people are going to be eating it up.
Yeah, I definitely think race relations took a turn for the worst after he got in office. I don't think it was just because he got in office. It was just the things that were done, things that were said, and then the media just fanned the fire and produced race problems that there might have been incidents here and there always will be because this is the way people are, but you can't amplify and put a microscope on it and then say, well, that's just the way it is everywhere, because it's not.
a lot of it started that very first, his first year, I believe, when that black professor was trying to get in his house and the police arrested him. And they had that great beer summit where Obama said that the police act stupidly.
Yeah.
I think that's when a lot of it really started kicking off.
He, you know, when 5 Dallas police officers were shot and killed, and they had the Obamas and the Bushes there, Bush gave a great speech about the importance of law enforcement and how these guys went to work and they knew they were putting their lives in danger. He said all the right things. Obama gets up there and begins playing the race card. And I don't know if you guys remember that, but I had to turn it. I couldn't even listen to that clown.
Well, a lot of it started in the media and everybody else. When you criticized the president, it was just automatic. You're a racist. You're a racist. Yeah. And they would do stories and they would have conversations on TV about how, these people are racist. They're racist. They're racist. I mean, that's all you heard. And it's like, no, I just don't like his policy. I don't like what he's doing. I don't like what he stands for. You know, well, you're a racist. And now, if we disagree with the president, we were a racist. Now that we get a president that we may agree with, well, if you agree with him, you're a racist.
You're a white supremacist. You're deplorable.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean. These people are the worst.
Yeah.
They really are.
And I hate we turn this into a political chat, Don. I'm sorry.
All right. Go wherever you guys want to go.
But the term, they keep throwing Nazi around. That is, it's like, how uneducated can you be? How ignorant of the subject can you be when you're calling conservative people Nazis? Nazis is short for the National Socialist Party. Socialist Party. That's Democrats. That's the left.
Bernie Sanders.
Democracy, Republic, People's Rights, not Nazi, which was National Socialist Party.
Right. I tell you another thing that kind of frustrated me to hear today. I have one of my coworkers, and some of y'all know what I do. I'm not going to go into all that. But anyway, she went to Ireland on vacation like the last couple weeks. She just got back this week, and I supervise her, and so I was sitting down doing supervision with her, and she was telling me about she said everybody she talked to over there in Ireland, that they were like shaking their head about Trump. It's like, I can't believe you all got Trump, and you all must be so gullible and all this. And that's how far this has reached, this agenda that they pushed, and it's gone overseas. And my response to her is like, well, to me, that's actually a positive, because when I was overseas years ago, 15, 20 years ago, everybody hated us with a passion because we were going and killing everybody. So if that's all they're worried about now is our president, and I said, that's probably a step up. That's a positive for us. So it's just ridiculous. So this agenda, you keep saying the lie over and over again, and it goes across borders, across languages, and people they talk about gullible. It's just, my God. No, I'm sorry. It's just, today was a little frustrating with the news and listening to her stories. But,
I personally, I could care so little about what the people overseas think. Why do we have American people who care more about what people in Ireland, why do we care? That makes no sense to me. I don't understand why people care about what people in other countries think. Yeah. Nobody asked me what I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's to me. It's just the point was more that it's spread like a freaking virus. It's just around the world. It's not. I could really care less what anybody, even in this country, thinks as far as that goes. But it's.
I don't mean you, Rich. I mean I heard a lot about this when Bush was in. They were like, "Oh, other countries hate us. Oh, other countries hate us. Oh," I like. Well, and we care why? Like, I'm supposed to worry about what somebody in Germany thinks of us? I don't care, and Bush doesn't care. So there you go.
Well, but you're just not buying into that one world agenda, Dan. So.
Yeah, maybe I didn't read the memo.
Yeah, you'll get there. It's just keep coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. But that is a good point. Well, and we shouldn't care because
got an email on
the
my
reality
phone.
is we are the majority, whether anybody wants to recognize it or not. There's a reason Trump's there, and it's not because it was just because they had a few, more votes supposedly by the popular vote. That doesn't take away that we are the agenda of our government and what got them elected.
Yeah.
If you look at it district by district, if you see that map, not just states, but districts in every state, it was an overwhelming landslide.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was a blowout.
By county, it's like...
maybe county. I should say county.
13 or some crap. I mean, that's embellished, but it was a lot.
Oh, it was just a blowout. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is true, but I was listening to the radio on the way home, and they said that this is the highest amount ever recorded of wage increase across the country right now. It's being recorded as the highest, I think, ever since they started taking this. Now, at this rate, this guy's going to get reelected. And half these people who are in the middle, they may not like him personally. They're like, I don't want this thing here to change right now. People vote with what's best for their family. And if they're doing well, why rock the boat? Yeah, this guy's going to get reelected, and it's going to be hilarious watching these whiners complain about it.
That's what I'll say. Of course, I preach it and push it a lot. I hope everybody gets out and votes in their primaries and in these midterm elections coming up. Very, very important.
Oh, it's very important. It's huge. It's a big deal.
Because they're wanting to rally and take back the House. I think they got a chance. I don't think they can take the Senate or vice versa, but I think it's the House they have a chance to. They keep talking about the blue wave, but I don't know. I think the silent majority may come back out. But midterm elections, I say midterm, but it's not a presidential election. Voter turnout is usually very low. Not that it ain't low already, but so I hope people, take heed, because they're going to come out in numbers. They got millions of dollars backing them, just, getting the word out, advertising, pushing, because they want to take back over control. And you just can't sit back and say, well, I think we'll be all right. No, you're going to have to go to the polls. I don't care even who you want to vote for might win by a landslide. Don't matter. Go vote anyway, because you don't know how their silent majority may come out and overtake.
We had a vote here a couple of weeks ago. I went and voted, and I was really surprised. Only 13% of this state voted in those elections this last couple of weeks. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for a primary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the way they are.
Yeah.
Well, here in Michigan, I just hope we can get rid of stabbing now, but I don't know if we can or not. But I sure like to see it.
Well, I tell you what, the front run, James, he's doing a great job so far. I think if we have a chance, this could be it.
What's his name?
John James.
That's that black guy?
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Yeah, I met him at the gun show one time.
Yeah, I mean, this if he brings out the black vote and other people who are fed up with stamina, this could be a wonderful thing. He's got the best chance, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's got my vote.
Oh, he's got big time my vote.
That
I
Pence,
gotta believe that the Democrats not having any change in their agenda, they've basically gone on like this gun thing and these same talking points, but they're basically going on gun control and higher taxes. And for like the last 8 years, 10 years, they've done nothing but lose with that. And that's all they continue to do. I really foresee them losing even more ground with keeping that up. They have nothing to do. And then Trump, it's going well. Things are doing well. And Trump's not a very likable guy. He's got his flaws, but he's doing what he said he was going to do. And I've never seen a president in my lifetime actually follow through with the things that he campaigned on. And he hadn't hit all of them, but he's hit a bunch of them. And the ones he hadn't done, he's attempted to do. And I've just never seen that before out of a president. And to me, I respect that entirely.
It's a breath of fresh air, isn't it? I'm sure there are things that we are not aware of that's in the cooker. But he's not scared, and you see when he goes and does a rally, he's still filling stadiums. People are going to listen to him speak, and he is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Going on 2 years as president, or you're going on it, and still fills stadiums like he was running for president.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He really is.
I mean, that's a good sign, and I think that bodes well. And like you said earlier, Dan, I mean, I don't see any way right now that he doesn't get reelected unless something drastic happens.
The numbers are on his side, and it's very difficult to remove or replace a sitting president when the economy is doing well.
Yeah.
And that was another thing Obama apparently has said in his book, that he had left the economy set up just perfect to take off. But it's funny, it never took off in his 8 years. But somehow, miraculously, when he leaves, his work takes off. Bizarre.
It took off by an incoming president who reversed so many things that Obama did. Then it takes off, and he says he laid the groundwork.
Yeah.
I saw a meme on Facebook. Of course, it was just a meme, but it was like just what you said. Obama was like, well, I left the economy just for a springboard for Trump. And then the little answer was, well, yeah, rock bottom's a good foundation to build on.
Yeah.
Ain't one way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I like Trump. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I do like him. I like that we elected somebody that wasn't a politician. I mean, he's been around politics and politics, but he's never been an actual politician. And he shoots off the cuff. That's how come he says stupid stuff sometimes. But I prefer that over some well-written out, read the teleprompter, da-da-da. I like the tweets and stuff, just throw it out there. Oh, he's an idiot,
Mm-hmm. I do too. I don't want somebody who's always well scripted and reading something that somebody else wrote.
And don't get me wrong, I've studied politics and into conspiracy theories and all that. I guarantee you there's still handlers trying to point them to do this or do that or whatever. But like Rich says, well, they probably is. And there's some things he's done is probably that's why he's been informed to do this or that or the other. But for the most part, he's pretty much done what he said he was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, guys. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, I do want to, well, we're talking politics anyway.
Oh, go ahead.
One thing that,
whatever you're going to do.
One thing that really floored me the other day, and I know you guys probably seen this too, was Chelsea Clinton talking about the morals of Trump and how he brought disgrace to the presidency. And it's like, who said that? Oh, the girl that her dad is the only one that's been impeached since like freaking 1800s or something. Nixon wasn't even impeached, but her dad was.
Yeah. Wow.
I hadn't heard that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, she was downing him on bringing disgrace to the White House and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's those lies you say enough, and people somehow, because actually what actually has been done that's anything like that? Not a thing. Nothing that's, and even like their whole racial thing, the guy made in his campaign, he made like one comment that was taken out of context about people crossing the borders or whatever, and because he meant the illegal people, but the way he phrased it, they were able to say, oh, well, he's racist. And that has been the only thing that has been even close to in the conversation that they could have used to call this man a racist. And then supposedly like people that support him. Well, look at the people that support anybody. You can't be, I mean, there's people out there that probably are not good people that watch my channel. And of course, I'm not a great person either, but I mean, that doesn't make me a reflection of me because they may do that. And I just like insulted every sub I have. Sorry about that. I did not mean it that way. I'm going to shut up.
Look at Rich's numbers on the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
In answer to your question earlier, Daniel, Anthony Weiner was married to that Uma, whatever her name is, Hillary Clinton's advisor or whatever it was, when not Valerie Jarrett.
Uma Abedin.
Abedin. Yeah, I couldn't think of the last name. Yeah.
I've got something that I'd like to get your guys' opinion on. Alex Jones is getting sued by the parents of Sandy Hook.
Of course he is.
Now, I've been very skeptical of Sandy Hook since day one. I don't know. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't know. I'm not going to say it happened, and I'm not going to say it didn't happen. And I almost did on video say it didn't happen because I was so convinced. But yet, I keep hearing different sides, and now people are actually bringing a lawsuit. People saying it did happen, and I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. But yet, you know, I hear the school was closed because of asbestos. We still don't have interviews. You know, after the Parkland shooting, we had interviews from everybody that was in that school. Kids, everybody, all the staff, everybody got out there, talked about what happened, and they're rolling it. I didn't see that with Sandy Hook.
I have to agree with you, Dan. I can't say one way or another, but there is enough evidence, film, facts to make you question it. At least.
Yes, that's where I'm going with this. I don't know. To this day, I don't know. And something,
especially Okay, I know we never drag us out, but especially when they made the ambulances park a quarter mile down the road and walk to the school, everybody's lollygagging around. It's like, aren't there kids in there shot?
Yeah, there are a whole bunch of things that are questionable.
Mm-hmm.
And now I hear that Jones is getting sued by the parents, and I'm thinking, what I don't know. I guess I just want to get your guys' idea about this because I still have my doubts, and I can't get over it. I mean, it just I don't know. I don't
There's
know.
a lot of things that's happened in our world, in our lifetime, and before our lifetime that are very, very questionable, and I think they should be challenged and should be looked at. You may not ever be able to get a straight answer, but it is enough to cause concern and be aware of it. That's all you can do.
These people need to get help. If it did happen, and if they did lose their children, I'm terribly sorry for what they went through. That would have to be horrendous and an awful thing. But no matter what they do, going after people, obviously Alex Jones did not have anything to do if a crime was committed. And money is not going to do anything to bring their children back, and they don't deserve money for that. It's their children weren't earning money. How do you sue somebody? You know, I mean, what is your gain there? There's no financial gain that they've lost from it. If anything, they actually have gained money by not having to pay for raising that child. I know that sounds horrible, but where is the money to, what's to back that up where they should get money from that? The child was not earning capital for them. And maybe that's the wrong approach and kind of
Well, I'd say
cash on cash. You're right, Rich. I mean, we just talk cash on cash. Then you're right. So I don't have a problem with that. I mean,
most lawsuits you've got to show a loss of income in order to get income from it.
Yeah, or major injury or something that prevents you from earning.
Right.
Well, I say if there's any success to that lawsuit, which I don't really think there will be, that means whenever this investigation on the Russia collusion falls through, everybody in America should be able to sue all CNN, MSNBC for their theories that they keep blasting about the Russian collusion, because that's all Alex Jones does is create theories and talks about theories.
All right. And Fuzzfort put out a good comment out there. It's like where they had passed that several years back, about maybe not even that long ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I think, where they passed that it was okay to like put out propaganda to us and to everybody, and that was perfectly legal. And I agree with him. That does need to be repealed, and it needs to be where you need to have something, if you're going to present something as news, it needs to have some type of verifiable context to it, or source, so to speak.
Well, that would be, talk about a breath of fresh air. That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get out of here, guys, we had a question from Captain Shark. Dan, you might be able to answer this. You've pretty much handled all firearms. Anyone in the side chat have any experience with HK-45 pistols? I have a guy trying to trade me one, and I don't know much about them. Can you help him out with that, Dan?
Yeah. It's a nice shooting gun. There's no question about that. They were way, and I mean way overpriced at $950. I have seen recently they have come down in price, like most HKs. Back in the day when a Glock was $499 and HK was $850, and the HK-45 is definitely nice. It's lighter than the Sig 220. it's a very fine gun. It's very similar to the 9mm P2000, a little beefier, of course, but it's known to be one of the best, as is many HKs. I've shot one. It was nice. I liked it.
I guess my question would be, well, what do you want to trade for it? You know, what's the guy wanting?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of,
you know, I would go with that. Be my question.
Yeah, I guess we need more information.
I mean, an HK for a Janik, I'd take the HK.
Yeah.
But anyway, well, I guess we will prepare to close here. We had a few join us there at the end. Fuzz Fork 8, 6'8" guy, Vborg 001, Stalker Steve, HRM Weapons is your 6 covered, and Captain Shank. Captain Shank's the one that had that question about the HK. Bikes and Bullets says HK USP 45 was a great gun. I've owned all 3 variants, 940 and 45. Hope that helps, kind of gives you a little bit of an idea, Captain Shank. Shark, I guess it is, Shank.
But he says he's coming out good on the deal, so yeah, I ain't heard anything bad about the HK, so I hadn't shot one. But
I will tell you, I will put it this way. I personally would like to own one, but I would not chase after it. It would have to be one heck of a good deal, or a very fair trade. But yeah, I would like to own that gun.
Well, I got the gun that I was telling you guys earlier. I'll let everybody on the side. I ain't going to show it. But I walked into a deal I couldn't refuse because it's a gun that's in my top 5 bucket list of wanting. So I had to. The price was right. I just had to latch on to it, and I'll be doing a video on it. I will show you the mag if any of you want to take a guess. If any of you can guess what gun this mag goes into, I will show it to you tonight. I'll give you a good look at it. 15-round mag. Steel mag, not polymer. If that'll help you.
How about just guess the brand and not the model itself?
No, because that would be too giving for you.
Well, you're showing us a mag. That's pretty ungiving.
Yeah. Let's see. Look like this mag.
Oh, we've got Ruger and CZP07. I will tell you, they are both wrong. I already got the CZP07. But you just have to watch for the video next week, I guess.
yeah,
With that, we're going to...
92?
Yeah, there you go. A Beretta 92.
Bingo.
Oh, okay.
The 15-round thing was getting me. I was trying to think, what?
Yeah, that's why I said Beretta, and then I seen it out there too.
There she is.
Nice. Yeah, I've been wanting one of those too.
I couldn't pass up the deal. 14 mags, the gun, and I know the gun, the guy that bought it. He's only put about 3 mags through it, and he's having trouble with his hands, and he can't work that slide. He's a good friend of ours, and we was over to his house Sunday afternoon for Memorial Day dinner. Don, come on down the basement with me. Because I told him if he ever wanted to get rid of this, that let me know. And he said he had somebody else interested in it, so I just kind of forgot about it. He says, "You still interested in the Beretta?" I said, "Yeah, I'm interested." When he gave me the price, I said, "I'll be over Thursday." So I went and picked up
14 mags?
14 mags.
Wow.
The mags would cost you that much.
Yeah, no doubt.
5 of them. Well, he got 2 with the gun. He bought 3 factories. He bought 4 Pro mags, and he bought some surplus mags, and 2 of them are 10 rounders, but that don't bother me any. Yeah, all for the budget price of $350.
Yeah, that was a steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, "Is that fair? Do you think that's fair?" I wanted to say, "No, that ain't fair," but I'm taking it.
Ain't fair to you, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it ain't fair to you, but sorry. Friendship only goes so deep, you know. I've always wanted one, and that in 1911. So both of those, 2 of the 5 is all in my life.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Don, if your conscience is bothering you or anything, they're selling surplus Beretta 92s for in the $350 range right now.
What's his name had them for $299, and I was really considering it, and then just by chance this come up. I $50.
Yeah, but
I got a brand new gun.
Those surplus ones have a heel mag release.
Yeah, they're European mag releases. The ones I've seen, yeah.
Wow.
I know Such had a
The mag
video.
would be expensive, I'm sure.
Such went. He actually went. What is it? The one in South Carolina there. Such went up to him. I can't remember which.
Classic Firearms, I think.
Classic Firearms. Yeah. Such went up there and did a video on it, and they showed them, and they had crates of them. I almost bought one. Glad I didn't now.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys do some outtakes, and we will slide out of here and come back and do it a couple weeks from now. Dan, we'll start with you. What you got going?
All right. Well, good chat as always. Enjoy you guys on the panel. Thanks everybody that was watching. I just did an unusual comparison. Actually, I put it up about a minute or two before I joined you guys. It has to do with the CZ SP01 Phantom, and I compared that with the new Bersa TPR9.
That one just come out?
Yes, I just put it out.
Okay.
I went live with it, and then I came right over here. So I don't even know how it's doing, but it was a fun comparison. Full size guns, really into them, and they both have their strength, and definitely a price difference. But it was fun for me to make. So thanks once again, and I guess I'll pass it to the next person.
Rich.
Very well. Thanks for the invite, Don, and enjoyed talking to you guys as always. And I don't know, for me, I've got a bunch of these Acme bullets I need to put into bullets this weekend, so I'll probably be doing that, and then doing the chat Saturday night at 9:30. And other than that, got nothing really going on. Thanks again. Resist.
TR?
I really don't know what I got coming up. I'm sure I'll do some video or two this weekend. I got a feeling I'm going to be around the house a lot. I got the weekend off, and I'll probably do some shooting of some sort or whatever, but I don't know. I don't have any plans, so we'll see what happens. And if nothing else, I'll see you Tuesday night on my chat.
All right. Yeah, Tuesday night when you was on, I had to close that night, so I got to actually stay up and see most of it. I had to close at 11, so didn't get to see the last half hour or so. But anyway, thanks everybody out in the side chat. Appreciate you coming by. We'll do her again in a couple weeks. And on a video I got planning coming up is with that Beretta here, probably earlier part of next week. And if any of you get a chance, the link below's look at Michele Thomas's video on the song for When You're on the Left, #2. Check it out. It's funny. I played it a little bit of it at the beginning of this video, at the beginning of this chat, and wasn't very many guys in there, but I think you'll enjoy it. So with that, I'm going to say good night, everybody. Y'all be safe. Take care.
All right.